Good morning, my dear friends. It is Thursday today. Well, it may not be now that you're watching it. You may be watching it on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Who knows? But a happy day to you anyway. And what's today's pondering? I have been pondering a reply that I gave to Hanging with Chris a few days ago. He asked me about dispensaries and sales points of sale, the retail side of marijuana and of cannabis. But I'm not saying medical cannabis because his experience is probably different from mine. I gave him a good response. He liked my response, and I thought that I'd share the response with everybody. So, to me, there are 4 methods of sale of cannabis to the public. And I'm going to go by order of quality at lowest first. And I will still say that the most unsafe and the lowest quality point of sale is the black market. Yes, there will always be exceptions. Some of you may be thinking, I get mine from the black market and I always get good product. I know what I'm getting, blah, blah, blah. That's great. It's not the norm for the black market. The norm I spent probably 40 years buying from the black market. The norm is you get whatever the seller happens to have. So there's no choice in strains. And if there is a choice, it's of 2. And whatever price he's giving, and you do not know the origin, you do not know, and you may not even know the dealer that well. Most people dealing in the black market may know their dealer, but they don't know anything beyond that. The dedication to the customer is not there. It is profit driven. The black market is profit driven. They're after your money. They care not about the quality of the medicine. They care not if you're taking it for medicine or not. They don't even think of the patient while growing. That's the lowest one. That's number 1. Number 2, I would say, is the recreational dispensary, the fly-by-night dispensaries that happen all over Canada, and they are the ones that the RCs shut down, and even then the charges don't stick very well. But these are the people that think, okay, medical is a little difficult to deal with. People want higher quality, all that kind of stuff. That's too hard, that's too difficult. I just want to make money. Again, it's a profit-driven, not patient-driven. And the real teller is the fact that if they went medical, they could probably keep their business open. And they don't, because they're just out for a quick, let's sell what product we have. If we don't get shut down, we'll get more product. If we do get shut down, we'll start up somewhere else under a different name. And to find the difference, there are other dispensaries. Always find out how long they've been in business, and will they sell recreationally? If they will, that's still illegal in Canada. And I am speaking Canadian. That's still illegal in Canada, so if they're selling recreational, the chance of being shut down is high. And the fact that they're selling recreational before it's allowed shows that they're in it for the profit, not for the people. And if they're selling recreational, they're very likely not the quality of medicine that we as a medical community need. The 3rd tier. Again, it's profit driven, but it's medical. The 3rd tier is the licensed producer. This is sanctioned by our government, illegal because of our government, and the only ones that are sanctioned, I won't say legal, to sell medical cannabis. I put them at the 3rd tier up near the top of the chain, because even though there were some issues with some with some spraying of some bad stuff on some of the plants. Most of the LPs are, well, they're mandated by the government to carry medical grade. They do okay at it. We could go through all the licensed producers. Tweed smells like the factory it's in. Tilray can never keep the same inventory. I just signed up with Med Relief. I'm not crazy about their weird names and their really high prices. It is, although a supposedly medical grade, and because of it, and because it's sanctioned by government, you're supposedly able to say, hey, this wasn't very good, give me my money back, customer service, that kind of thing. It's more ingrained. There's a store that you can phone or email, that kind of thing. There isn't storefronts because our government hasn't sanctioned that, and the LPs, stay within the framework that the government has given them, the very tight framework that does not satisfy the patient, us, because they can only sell they can only sell dry product and a little bit of crappy oil. And then the final tier. This is the tier that I say should be the model, and that is the true medical dispensary. You can find them all over Vancouver, throughout the Okanagan. You can find some in Ontario, and the ones in Ontario usually don't get shut down. One did. It was a husband-wife couple that did 100% medical, and when they were very adamant about only serving medically needed. Anyways, when they got arrested and a judge saw that that's all they were doing, he said, there's absolutely no way I'm giving these guys a criminal record. Why? Because these medical dispensaries have popped up not so that owner A or owner B can make a huge profit. In almost every case, these medical dispensaries have opened up with a very pointed view on the patient and the patient only. When we get recreational people coming online saying, hey, I want to buy some weed, and we tell them it's medical, well, come on, you can get us some. No, this is going to the medical community who are in need. This is not for the recreational community. You're not even ready for legal weed yet, even though you're ready. The government isn't ready to give it to you. But these medical dispensaries, for instance, MMJ, are more often than not started up by people who are sick themselves and were privileged enough to be able to open a shop and connected well enough to make sure that what they sell can be for all of you. Their growers are patient-driven. Their thoughts are patient-driven. Their costs are patient-driven. They're the only ones that have true compassionate pricing and charities and stuff like that. So there's your four. Black market, the illegal dispensary, the recreational dispensary, the LP, and then the best, the top, the dispensary. You won't get that if you walk into Natural Health Services and they talk to you about LPs. They'll say the LP is the top and the dispensary is the bottom. They refuse to accept that there's two levels of dispensary, the truly medical and the fly-by-night. And this is not to say that there are not some good recreational dispensaries out there. There are some good recreational dealers out there, and maybe even one or two times an LP can sell some good stuff. There's always exceptions to rules, but that's why we have rules, so we can understand the exceptions. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. Shout out to all of you.